There's a day-by-day.
It's a day-by-day thing.
And they can't have their mind all in this championship. And it's going to be a very interesting match. And you can hear the excitement in the air.
All right, right here, ladies and gentlemen, the next national taping on Sunday, November the 2nd at 7:30, Cowtown Coliseum. Tickets on sale now at all Rainbow Ticketmaster outlets. And that does include the Billy Bob Texas box office. I do want to remind all of our fans coming into the taping, as we see the Fantastics, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, making their way into the ring, and around the ring more specifically, that there's plenty of free parking at Billy Bob's, right next door. There's a lot of those fine-looking young Texas ladies.
I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of teams before, but this team, their name fits us. Fantastic. You see them right there. They're always out with the crowd. They never deny an autograph, and they are the Fantastics. That's why they're so popular. One of the reasons, besides being champions.
Well, I tell you, they're good guys in the ring. They're good guys out of the ring, and I mean that sincerely. They're good people. I can't say the same for the people that we're seeing in the ring right now, but, you know, they've got their own thing to do, so be that as it may. Everyone dances to the beat of a different drummer, they say here in 1986. A lot of exciting action coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned the taping on Sunday, November the 2nd. Also, a big card, our first one in Wichita Falls, Texas, coming back to Shreveport, Louisiana. Hello to all our folks there watching KTBS. Coming to Houston, Halloween night. Fine Saturday morning on this great 39 Gold Gaylord Broadcasting Station in Houston. Also in Abilene, Lubbock, Amarillo. Back in the beautiful Lakefront Arena in New Orleans, Lake Charles, Lafayette, Tulsa, Oklahoma City. The UWF on tour, and it's on fire, Chavo.
I'll tell you, I want to make an announcement right now, and I want everybody to listen to this explode. UWF is the #1 rated show in the country. Now that says a lot, and you can see why. The caliber of talent, the production, just everything. And I'm telling you, I am so excited to be in this organization. I was born into a wrestling family. I've been a champion several times, and I have never, ever in my life been involved in such a professional production as this.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing a combined weight of 420 pounds from the City of Angels, the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers, the Fantastics!
This match, one fall or television time remaining, and it is for the UWF Tag Team Championship.
You know, Jim, like we said earlier, these people, I'm talking about Sting and Gilbert, just lost the title. Now, they say they didn't have all their minds. It don't matter. They lost it, and they had defeated the Fantastics. So this match up here should prove to be a very interesting contest.
You know, originally, Chavo, when they won the UWF titles, it was with Missy Hyatt's help, and her Gucci bag knocked Tommy Rogers, as they say down here in the Southwest, smooth out.
That's right. You mentioned a very good point. At that time, she was also with John Tatum, and it was Hyatt and Gilbert, well, right, incorporated.
I've got to add this. Next week here on the program, right here on Power Pro Wrestling, we've got a mixed tag match. It's scheduled to be Dark Journey and the Missing Link against Missy Hyatt and John Tatum. My thoughts are, if Tatum comes to the ring, he may leave Missy there by himself if he even comes to the ring with her. That match is scheduled right here next week, and it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen regarding Hollywood and that woman.
Or Eddie Gilbert could come right up there and get it on with Tatum like we've seen before. Anything can happen, Jim. We'll just have to wait and find out.
Plus, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Freebird Buddy Roberts will be with us. Chavo will be wrestling. Terry Taylor, Hacksaw Duggan scheduled to be here. And gentlemen, Chris Adams will be doing some color commentary with us right here next week when Chavo's in the ring. So we should have a great hour right here next week. Remember, the next taping is November the 2nd, but right now let's turn all of our attention to this extremely important tag team battle. Every tag team in the country will be aware of the outcome of this match, I would say within 24 hours, Chavo, because everybody wants a shot at the title.
Before that, Jim. And you know, the Fantastic, we're talking about a team that we were talking, you and I earlier, they're not necessarily the biggest wrestlers in the world, but it doesn't just take that. It takes stamina. It takes your repertoire, your speed, your strength, and the Fantastics are sure one of the fastest, if not the fastest, team in the world today.
Exactly right. You can win with power wrestling You can win it with finesse wrestling or speed. There's a lot of ways to get the 3 count, and the Fantastics have mastered their way, and that is up-tempo. It's offense all the way, and they're displaying that offense right here against Eddie Gilbert and Sting.
If you notice, they never stop. You'll never see them lay down on a hole. They're always tagging out, which is a good sign in a tag team. That's why it's called a tag team, so that you can tag out, keep a fresh man in there, and keep the same man that you're working on.
And I'll tell you something else they're very good at is wrestling on their half of the ring. They're expert at it. And right now, Gilbert has not been near his corner, if the fans have noticed. Not been near his corner.
There you go. Very good point. You saw another move with Gilbert. Took over a little bit. Tommy came right back. He did a fantastic move. Got the arm right back and tagged out. That way he brought Bobby Fulton in, which is a fresh man, and they keep the pressure on this man right here, Eddie Gilbert.
They got a great game plan. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, on September 27th at WrestleFest 2, the Fantastics regained the UWF tag title. Gilbert has Sting have lobbied with that woman and their attorneys for a rematch on television. You're seeing it right here. That's what makes the UWF the #1 wrestling organization in the country. You're going to see championships on television from time to time. That's why we encourage you to join us each and every week. We certainly appreciate you doing that. As Gilbert now, and he's tagged. Gilbert made a smart move there, Chavo.
Yes, he did. That was the best thing he could do. He caught Tommy. I don't know what Tommy was smirking about, but he caught him off guard, gave him a half slam, but Tommy right back to the arm again against Sting, and look how he's got that knee.
He put the big man down.
That's right. He's
Same size.
same size. When you're on the ground, Daddy, it don't matter what size you are.
Hey, I'll tell you, a lot of guys weigh 300, 350, 400. I mean, you know, you can be a blimp by going to buffets, but that doesn't take, it doesn't take simply, but look at this. Are they thinking about their championship match? He's rubbing his arm.
Well, I'll tell you what, he better start thinking, because he's going against these Fantastics, and that's exactly what they are. You know, and we just saw their different combinations. They watch a lot of tapes. They watch a lot of teams. That's what makes them good. They're always improving. It's hard to get to be a champion, but it's harder to stay there because you got everybody shooting at you, especially when you got a team. There you go. Look at that smart move. A monkey flip, and before he executed it, great drop kick. Now, this is what you call teamwork.
It's superb teamwork. Great shot. Great camera shot. And as I mentioned it earlier, and as you really expounded on, technically, we're going to be doing some things on this program from time to time that are going to be revolutionary in this sport. And it's so exciting to be here in the heart of the Fort Worth Stockyards. You know, Elvis Presley sang in this facility.
That's right.
They've had wrestling here over the years. It was dormant for quite some time, but this was the Mecca. The hotbed of wrestling in the Southwest originated from this facility.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jim. This place, wrestling now is at its highest point it's ever been. And we're going to make this place. I say we because I'm part of this organization as a professional wrestler. We're going to make this a Mecca again.
We'll be taking a television timeout momentarily, but we will keep recording this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more of the Tag Team Championship after this important timeout.
This man has...
Ladies and gentlemen, to Pum Ross and Chavo Guerrero in the legendary Cowtown Coliseum. The UWF Tag Team Championships on the line. The Fantastics defending against Eddie Gilbert and Sting. And Gilbert and Sting have really swung the momentum in their favor here.
Well, when we were in commercial break, the Sting and Eddie Gilbert did a fantastic maneuver, took over here. So now we have the situation reversed where Tommy Rogers is hurting. He's hurting right now, and they have the control of the match at this point. Now let's see if they can keep it.
That's the key point right there. Can they keep it? That's exactly what they want to do. But Rogers, boy, he's in superb condition. Look at this young man, as are so many of the athletes, all four of these men, in immaculate condition. They're ready for battle. That's what we've got here.
I'll tell you, now, very sneaky move, but you know what? When I used to coach, I used to tell my kids, as long as the referee doesn't see it, you can do it. And this is exactly what Sting did. He hit him with a knee. If the referee doesn't see it, he cannot penalize you. And they're very good. Sting and Gilbert, and you got to give Gilbert credit because he has brought Sting into this position to a champion. And Sting has learned, of course, tremendously. And like you said, the physical conditioning of these four athletes is outstanding.
That's why the pace is as it is. Now the big hammer of the Hot Stuff Sting duo. The man, they say, is from every man's nightmare. That well might be true if you're his opponent. Look at that standing drop kick. This young man, I want to say, go on record, has improved as much as any pro athlete I have seen in a long time, Chavo, and you can expound on that much better than I.
Well, I'll tell you what, brother. Eddie Gilbert did not win the championship by himself. This man had a lot to do with it. He is improving every day, and besides being a strong man, his repertoire in wrestling has improved. It has expanded, and look at that. His timing, he was in trouble. He got out of it, and he did what he's supposed to do to keep the match going right to his favor, and then tag his partner, get out, catch some fresh air, and then come back in. Oh, God.
Chest first into the top turnbuckle. And this could very easily be it. Rogers kicks out. We've got a near fall in Rogers. He's down. He's digging down deep, Chavo. This is the fourth quarter here for him.
I'll tell you what, that's where you win in the fourth quarter. That's a beautiful sunset flip by Gilbert. 2 counts is getting very close. He's trying to tag out, but he's in the wrong corner. You know, a lot of times, Jim, you're being pounded on. You lose control of your mind. Your hurt takes over, and you don't know where you are in the ring. That's very important. Always know where you are in that 4-square circle, where your opponent is, where your tag partner is.
You sometimes cannot help but getting disoriented. And Rogers, I've got to say, and this might be the understatement of the hour, is certainly disoriented at this time as Sting. Now Gilbert has got Sting, and Sting is using his strength. His number one asset is his strength, and that's what he's doing. And right under that rib cage, taking the air, punishing the ribs, and slowing the pace down.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're making the match their way. They're making them wrestle their style, and this is dangerous because you have to make the other wrestler wrestle your style, because then you bring him in and you set him up. Right now, the control of the match is being done by Sting, although a beautiful reverse. Oh, but right back into a clothesline and onto the man. What a clothesline. He's got to be hurt, Jim.
I'll tell you, like Eugene Lockhart, that'd be 15 in the National Football League. Look at Gilbert. That's a little arrogant. Gilbert, he's a little bit cocky right there. A little showing out, perhaps, for Missy at ringside.
I'll tell you what, that's going to cost him the match. He can't be cocky with a superb athlete and a champion like Tommy Rogers.
Near fall, Rogers desperately needs to make the tag. That's everybody can see that. But how is he going to travel? This is the point. You got to think, you got to get a strategy, he's got to get an escape, and he's got to get a tag.
Well, you notice they've been working on the back. The back is the foundation of a wrestler, the neck and the back. They're working on one of the, you know, once the back goes, that's it. You can't walk, you can't do anything, and they'll do anything to do it. And always staying in bounds, of course, and not getting disqualified. That's why they're very good. They break the rules, but you break them just enough to get away with them. And there they go, back to that bear hug. They're wearing him down.
Sting, I've got to say this, I got to hand it to Gilbert. They've got a good game plan. He's got his hammer in, and he's got his hammer in doing what he does best. And that's just, at this point in time, is quite obviously using his strength. He's using it via the bear hug.
And you know what they have to keep in mind also? It's a television time limit, right? So they have to keep in mind how much time is left, And you see Bobby now starting to hit him. Good move by Bobby Top Team. I think he should have tagged out right there, Jim.
I think instinctively he went for the cover, but I think that was just out of this conditioning, his mental conditioning.
You got to keep control of your mind, man. Once that mind is out of control, come on, the other way. I'm sorry, as a commentator, I shouldn't be prejudiced, but it's hard.
That's fine, no problem, but I'll tell you, it's hard to stay objective sometimes. There's a good reversal by Rogers, and boy, they collided right there. And Rogers down. He's been punished for the last several minutes. Gilbert, who had just come in the ring, but boy, they may have even cracked heads there. No football helmets, no padding.
No, you can't blame
bone,
it.
muscle to muscle.
You can't blame it on a goddamn block for you. He didn't pass you the ball. This is one-on-one, baby. There's a tag, Jim.
He got it. He got the tag. Here comes Fulton, and Fulton's a fresh man. He's been warned to come in, and he's hammering Gilbert Sting.
He's going for it. I'll tell you what, And he's not only taking one on, he's taking both of them on. There's Bobby Fulton. And here comes Bobby. There's 4 now. 2 against 2.
Rogers and Fulton back in the ring, all 4 men. It's for the championship, but Fulton is the legal man on his team.
Oh, did you see what happened there?
Missy pulled a rope.
We were just talking about that, but the referee didn't see it. I don't think he saw it in my angle here.
Oh, she didn't see it. He didn't see what she did, but he's got to get back in the ring and leave that woman alone and get back in the ring. They're double-teaming Fulton, and the championship is on the line here. Look at Rogers down the top rope. He dropped it.
Oh, what a move.
They're all collided.
Oh, what a move. This is what we're talking about. They're thinking as one mind. Rogers knew that Fulton they set it up beautiful. What a match. What a match.
The fantastic. They had to improvise. They had to dig deep down, but they got the pinfall. Regardless of Missy Hyatt's interference, there are your champions, and we'll be right back with closing comments on Power Pro Wrestling after this from the UWF.